And so, the adventure begins. If you're looking for some mundane adventure, then you've definitely clicked on the right channel. Welcome everyone, it's Aaron James here, and thank you very much for tuning back into another episode of AJ's Guide to Awesomeness and Beyond. Today I'm gonna cover the Forest City Comicon 2024, and I'm a volunteer as well for that event. The task given to me by my supervisor is I'm gonna be a floater. I don't know what that means yet, but I'm gonna find out in a few minutes when I report. So I'm just starting here at Victoria Park. Still have a few minutes before I'm needed in preparation for the event, and I'm excited. And also as of the recording of this episode, it is June 16, 2024. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. Thank you very much. I salute you all. So, go ahead and grab your curiosity paddles as you embark with me in another ocean of adventure. There is also a tank in that section of the park. And good morning to you, squirrel. Let's check out this tank. An information signage. Just made up that term. London's history, Holy Roller. So that tank is the Holy Roller. Yep. CT 152655 Holy Roller. Presented to the City of London by the first Hussars, 14th of June 1950, in memory of the first Hussars who fell in 2 world wars. The only tank of 6th Canadian Armored Regiment. First Hussars to complete campaign in North to West Europe, D-Day 6 June 1944 to D-Day 8 May 1945. This plaque is placed here to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Allied invasion of Normandy on the day 6 June 1944. It is dedicated to the soldiers of the first Hussars, to those who took part in the assault, to those who fought in the European campaign, and to those who gave their lives to liberate France, Belgium, and Holland. Hodie non crust. Amazing. Yes. So going back to this signage, there's a more in-depth narrative on the history of the Holy Roller. It's also featured in a news article sometime in the past. And check out this bench. There are 2 doves pulling a like a weed of sorts, like a leaf. And this bench also has some also commemorates the Holy Roller 1939 to 1945 victory in Europe. So the event, the comic convention, will take place at the Centennial Hall, which is just a few minutes walk from Victoria Park. And this is not my first time to volunteer. So last year at the London Comic Convention, I was a ticket scanner and an access control member. I also ran some errands and assisted some of the celebrities. Lou Ferrigno, to be specific, I assisted him in his booth. Yes, the first Incredible Hulk. And also in the Forest City Film Festival, I was also a ticket scanner, and I also assisted some of the guests inside the theater. And it was really it's really a good experience, and I value the skills that I've gained from those events. So there's another signage here erected by the Ontario Heritage Foundation, Ministry of Culture and Communications. Describes brief about the British garrison in London. And yeah, you guys just can pause and read it. Basically, this part of the old military reserve was set aside as Victoria Park. There are also some tents over there. I don't know what event transpired or will transpire later or in the future, but it's the music festival week as well. This week in London, downtown London, so probably it's connected to that. But now I'm headed to the Centennial Hall. Alright, just arrived at the Centennial Hall, and I need to report at the back area along Princess Avenue. And also looks like there's a fair of sorts, but it's still closed. You can see some of the rides. There's a carousel over there, and these penguins. That is the Centennial House, by the way. Located at 520 Wellington. Here it is. Volunteer registration. Well, I'm very early. I'm one of the early volunteers who are reported. The event starts at 10 a.m. My mistake, I mentioned a while ago 9 a.m. That's the call time for volunteers. So it's still 8:42, so still have a lot of time. So I'm a floater. Floater is basically, now I'm wearing the appropriate t-shirt. Floater is basically, I will the overall like utility man. Not utility man, like if they need you here, they need you there. If somebody's if people are lacking in this area, they need more help, I'll basically report there to do whatever they need. So people will enter here later, and there's props check for those cosplayers. General admission is $25. Kids 12 and under they enter for free. This is like the brochure, the event program. I like the design. So this is like the entire room for the event. It's just small, not as big as the London Comic Convention, but the vendors are preparing their stuff. The celebrities have not arrived yet. There will be 3 actors, Hollywood actors who are going to be present in this occasion as well. I don't know if they're gonna be. Oh, that's probably the panel for the celebrities later. Hopefully I can assist as well, to say hello to them later. That's it. Lots of hobbyists, comics, artworks for today's event. Yeah. We have Dale Jardine and hi Dale, good morning.
Hi.
So what exactly do you do, Dale?
I hand paint accessories and figs for Dungeons and Dragons and other role-playing games.
Nice.
And a lot of these also are cast as well out of dental plaster. So they start as powder and then they form a mold like that, and then you can make a bunch of things. And even this tavern is all hand put together and glued together.
Okay, this is his card, by the way.
Yeah.
In case you guys are here in London and you're looking for somebody to paint your Dungeons and Dragons stuff, characters, props, and you can buy some props as well here. Just contact Dale. Okay, Dale, thank you very much. See you around later.
Bye.
Right now I am getting a lay of the land. So later on, I was mistaken. This is where the celebrity section is. We have later Patrick Kwon Chun, Sarah Mitch, and TJ Storm. I've already seen TJ Storm last year at the London Comic Convention. So these are the celebrities for today's event. This is interesting. There are also like board game section just up the second floor. So I'll check that out as well later. So this is the board game area, second floor. Later this will be filled with people. We have a brochure, a pamphlet for today's events. Forest City Comicon celebrating 10 years. I'm already off duty 1:30 onwards, so hopefully I can catch the from the downstairs panel room, the Beyond the Stage tabletop to theater, 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. I'm here now at the downstairs area, one floor down the main stage, and they have like these arcade games. For the guests to play. So there are more vendors here. There's also some garage sale. Later I'll cover this all when I vlog properly and I'm no longer on duty. So there are three floors for this event. The main stage, where the celebrities are, the comic book artists, and then there are vendors as well. And then the downstairs, there are lots of vendors and comic book sellers as well. And then there's the game, where like what I showed a while ago, where the guests they can play video games all day long during the duration of this event. And then the upstairs section where the board games are, and also there are some panel talks. Also downstairs there are some panel talks as well. So yeah, the event will kick off in a few minutes. It's already 9:51, and the event will start at 10 a.m. So for the celebrities, those are the prices. Autograph prices, $50, $55, selfie, $30. It's already 10 a.m. and so duty calls. I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, so I'm taking a little break, and would just like to show the celebrity panels. The actors, the celebrities are already in the building, and they are now accommodating the fan photos and autograph signing. That's TJ Storm, Sarah Mitch is over there, and Patrick as well at the corner. I just like to feature the actors from Star Trek Discovery, Sarah, Michi, and Patrick.
Yeah, that was season 1. Ariam loved her. She was super cool, and it was super cool to
Just be about one hour and a half before I officially sign off as a volunteer. Just don't want this moment to pass me by.
I'm just me too, sure, but I like it when my limits get pushed and I get to dive deeper and kind of play around with new things. So that was an area for me completely, but it was a lot. It was great. It was a lot at times too, and like I was on a liquid diet only on shooting days because they weren't even my lips. Yeah. So it's like 15-hour days that first season, if not longer. Season 1, we had some days that went longer than that, but it was like smoothie after smoothie after smoothie.
You took it so well too. I love to eat, and I'd come up to you and be like, "Are you okay?" You're like, "Yeah, I just had a smoothie. They put some nuts in it." I'm like, "That's not enough."
Literally, like they would just like grind up almonds and walnuts and put them in there, or depending on how soft. He's a really fascinating person. I got to spend more time with him because I did like a cruise, like a convention cruise with him as well, and so we spent 7 days at sea together, and it was just amazing to just hang out with him too, even more. Incredible person.
He's so like, my word for him is like bombastic. He's just a big.
Okay, I can't let this pass me by. Oops, the opportunity. It's Groot, the tall guy.
Sorry.
It's very awesome. Just want to show this quickly as well. I went to the upper stairs level to show these are the people right now engaging in the board games. It is super bright. My volunteer shift is officially over, so I just stepped out of the Centennial Hall quickly to check something out. Then now I'm on my way back to vlog the event. Now along Wellington Street there is a mini fair for kids. Like there are quite a plethora of rides and slides to choose from. As you can see, children are having fun with their parents. There's some, I think, playhouse, you call that, where kids enter and have some fun. And cotton candy stall. There's a swing. They have the carousel. And also this Kenny's concessions, where you basically shoot something and then win a prize if you hit it, of course. There's this giant penguin ride, Chili Willy is the name. Water gun fun, and this is amazing, the fun slide. Okay, I'm now heading back to the Centennial Hall. Okay, this is also interesting.
And then we needed things to get back on the rails for a little bit, and then they will diverge again. So we needed convergence points and divergence points. And we also needed to figure out how the dice rolls were going to work, right? How is the audience going to roll the dice? What were the numbers that we were going to set that would change the outcomes of the show? So lots of conversations around that were had. And ultimately, we kind of decided on special things happening for a nat 20 and a nat 1, meaning a critical hit or a critical fail, and then 2 different ways that everything could go during every dice roll, with nuances within the performances and the acting based on the numbers. An 11 will look different than a 19 dice roll. Is everyone in here? Has everyone played an RPG? You can just raise your hand. Just wondering if you play D&D. Yeah, so we've got D&D in here. So that was kind of the idea, and I also saw the Dungeon Master, who in our show we call the Quest Master, as this sort of like suave, Cirque du Soleil, like welcome to my world that I've created in my head, right? This is, so he's the usher, he's kind of he rules his little land that he's created in terms of Feywild, which is his fantasy world. So it had kind of these elements that we had in mind. And then I started talking to Scott and his brother Chris, who own the Dice Company, and I was curious about what they wanted to see. And they said they wanted a fantastical character, and they floated the idea of a rock golem as a part of the show. So now we had an interesting constraint to work around to figure out how this fantastical character would be applicable to the plot, how to work him in, what is his role. And we have this giant rock golem costume that lights up and has movable limbs, and we're really excited to see the mechanics play out. And there's a huge plot point with the rock golem.
Okay, Tanis, good afternoon. Can you explain what is Star Quest? What do you guys do?
So, Stage Quest is our upcoming play at the Palace Theater in Centennial Hall.
Okay.
It is a show inspired by D&D, where role players will take to the stage and the audience is going to roll a giant foam D20 to affect the outcome of the show. No single show will be the same, as each dice roll will change the story as it goes.
Wow, amazing. So all of the audience will roll, as in, or selected audience for the play?
It was actually created by our writer Jessica during the pandemic. She just had this idea of taking a tabletop game and bringing it onto the stage and making it accessible for people who aren't into tabletop gaming.
So I'm starting here at the downstairs area. So you can see some comic books over here. And then some toys, pop culture goodness, pop fiction, some Funko Pops. Lots of cosplayers here. Look at that Spider-Man towel, blanket I mean, for only 20 Canadian dollars. And then there's an area here where you can play video games if you want. There's Pac-Man. A while ago there's this Mario Kart tournament. Yep. I think that's from The Witcher. And comics galore over there. Vintage comics, modern comics. And here you get a discount if you spend certain amount. This is amazing. Who's the character you're cosplaying again?
It's Reinhardt from Overwatch.
Nice. You made the costume with a friend.
Yeah, I made it with a friend, yeah.
Thank you. Hello.
What if I put like Finding Nemo or Star Wars, but it's so plain? We have that on the
Wow,
amazing.
So when you blink, the screen blinks. When you blink in real life, it blinks. No. Okay.
It's not an animation.
Okay.
It's not a reel.
So this is like your own creation, not a certain comic book character.
It's my own character, yeah.
What's the name?
Knuckle Pocky?
So I went ahead and changed my shirt because I'm already off duty. So to avoid like confusion among the guests still asking around for their queries. So in a way, I'm cosplaying because this is the shirt of Dustin Henderson from Stranger Things Season 3. Same cap as well. Quite a lot of people now in the area. It's already 5 minutes to 2. There's Spider-Man over there. Here we have Cafe de Yume. Some comic book artists around as well. Look at this. You have their Extra Life toys and games. These are the sabers that they sell. Light up. Okay, these are basically some of the artists like Joe Hader, the filmmaker and Disney animator that I met also in the past few weeks in certain events around town. Also has a booth here, but I think he's taking a break, so he's selling some shirts, some small and large prints. Then Scott Brian Woods over here. The celebrities are still over there. We have a writer over here. Okay, JB, hello, take it away.
Hi there. So my name's JB. I'm an author. This is what I have at the convention this weekend. This is my first novel. It's called No Think You're Broken. It is about it's sort of your typical, Dungeons and Dragons, sword and sorcery book. But the character has a tremendous loss at the beginning, and then the rest of the book is themes of healing, getting better from trauma, getting back to the person that she was, and getting over the loss. And there's some battles along the way. There's some romance along the way. It's the first one in a trilogy, but it's also a complete story itself.
So this is book one of from that
One
trilogy.
of three.
When will the other books come out?
The other one is going to be out in the middle of 2025, and the other one...
That's part 2.
Yes, and the other one probably the end of 2026. That's part 3.
Nice. You also have a diorama that you created yourself, right?
I did, yes. This is actually the first... This is a recreation of the first big battle.
Hey, thank you, JB, for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
A lot of Dungeons and Dragons paraphernalias. The dice roll to adult. Some jewelries here. So here is a fantastic artist. Now, I am a big fan of Magic the Gathering since my high school days, and it's an honor to meet a Magic the Gathering artist here in Canada. His name is Nino Visha. Visha? Correct. So we chatted already when I was in duty about the ins and outs of being a Magic the Gathering artist. He also gave me some tips on how to break in that industry if ever I try. So here's just some of his works. Nino, you want to say hello to the audience? Okay. No, I'm not showing you. Like you because you told me you don't want to be shown. Yeah. So I got it. Nino, what advice can you give for aspiring Magic the Gathering artists?
Just keep work on the fundamentals, and just keep practicing every day.
And find a Google an art director online, and then email that art director.
I think you can find the art directors online and usually send them an email with some of your portfolio pieces.
Okay. You also have a book. Okay. He also has a book collection of his works, and he's written this as well, right? Hey Nino, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Over here we have Lindy Cosplay Supplies. Some 3D prints. 3D print stove and shop. Here's a bunch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles goodness. Some toys. There's also like an area here where you can take your photographs if you want, for cosplayers. Encountered the Casey Jones from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Thank you, man. I'm now gonna check the upstairs section for the board games. Yep. There's still cosplayers over there. So yeah, people are just chilling out. So which characters are you like cosplaying?
I'm cosplaying Ghost from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Nice.
And I'm cosplaying Hesh from Call of Duty Ghost.
From Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Both of you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. I encountered these wonderful ladies. So who are you guys cosplaying?
I'm cosplaying Zenko from Demon Slayer, and I'm cosplaying Inoko from Demon Slayer.
Nice. I admire the details that you put and the effort in your costume. You guys are popular. I saw many people are taking photos with you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye. We came across this wonderful horror. Who are you?
Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper. All right, Jack. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Skeletons are left behind. It kills everything. So it's really scary for a small kid. And I was like, and it was bigger than life. So my eyes were like this big, and I'm like, that thing is dangerous. And my dad's like, calm down. And then I knew what the bad guy was. So then when Godzilla showed up, I'm like, what does he do? And my dad went, watch. And they fought, and Godzilla fought that terrible thing and won. And I was like, yes! And that was my first exposure to not only film and cinema and larger than life stories, but Godzilla. So to happen upon that role, to be able to become, there's only been 7 Godzillas, I think? So to become part of that legacy, it's awesome, man. So I'm very, very proud of that, and very, very proud to be part of the Godzilla legacy.
So almost 2:30, and this is the situation of the crowd. Yeah, there's also a cosplay contest that will take place later.
First, pilot show. I don't know what you call that.
There's also that amazing character over there. McFly over here. So over here, I met this cool comic book writer. Hi there.
Yeah, so I've been writing for about 15 years, and I've worked on some anthology projects with lots of short stories and all different genres, and I've been lucky to work with many different artists.
So he is Dino Caruso.
And then these are projects where I was the sole writer. And some of these are like a 4-issue series, 3 issues, 5 issues, and then this was just a standalone story.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Dino.
It's great to talk to you.
Thanks. So I came across this wonderful stall with the so-called living. I like the art style, and here's the creator of this comic book, Marco, correct?
Mark.
Sorry, my mistake. It's Mark. Mark, can you say something about the so-called living?
Sure, all right. So-called living, it takes place in a world where the extraordinary is ordinary. And it features our friend named Jack here, who gets turned into a vampire. So he's in trouble. He's got to figure out what to do with his life. So he calls on his friends for help. Help him turn into a vampire. But they're no help. His friends are idiots. So while they're trying to help him out, the mafia gets word that there's a new baby vampire in town, and they're very interested. And having the mafia interested in you is a very bad thing to be happening. So that is the basis for the story, and from there it takes off.
So Mark, for my viewers who wants to purchase your comics, how can they avail it?
Well, currently the only way to get it is right here at the con.
Correct.
So if you see us at a con, that's the only place to get it. But we are releasing books 3 and 4 on Kickstarter in fall, and when the Kickstarter goes up, we'll be offering issues 1 and 2 again.
You guys have like online shop where they can purchase the comic book?
We do not as of yet, no.
So it's only in conventions?
We have
Correct.
a website called SoCalledLiving.com.
SoCalledLiving.com.
And that's where you'll get the updates for the Kickstarters.
Okay, thank you very much guys for your time. Bye-bye. Oh my God, it's Beetlejuice.
The whole family.
Yeah, the whole family.
You know, in here. Let's get a picture.
Who are you cosplaying?
Stocks McCloud.
Wow, the mouth moves. How did so it's aligned, it's attached to your jaw. So
Yes.
wow, man.
My chin sits right on the edge of the jaw. There's a hinge behind my head, and then a rubber band pulls it closed.
Nice. So how many weeks or days did it take for you to create this costume?
It takes me 2 months to make a
2
head, about
months.
6 months to make an entire costume.
Nice. Okay, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Take care.
Lots of video games. Amazing. So, who is your character? Sorry, she cannot speak, but lovely, very creative. I like it. Thank you. This is another amazing cosplayer. Nice. Wait, is this from the the play?
Yes.
So yeah, I featured them earlier. So when we watch the stage play at the Palace Theater, we're gonna see him.
This is Rocky.
Oh, Rocky. Hey, Rocky. Thank you very much. Over here, we have the Ontario Order of the Phoenix, a Harry Potter Wizards and Witches and Wizards Society. Hello there. Yep, this is what they do. And that's gonna do it for today under the shroud of this of the branches of this tree. Yeah, because it's very bright, as in bright outdoors. It's already next week it's already June 21, it's already summer. So yeah, it's scorching hot already here in Canada. So anyway, if you like this particular episode, please give it a big thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well and ring that notification bell. Behind me again is the Centennial Hall. It was a memorable event. I met a lot of wonderful people. I was able to chat with the celebrities. They are all friendly and accommodating. Quite tired. I've been walking a lot during my volunteership. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next episode, another time. another place. Some bonus footage. So this is what's happening. The reason why there's a fair, it's the Children's Festival, back to back with the International Food and Drink Festival here at the Victoria Park. So that explains everything. The outdoor activities taking place.